y'all, welcome back to my channel. Aimee here. Today we're going to talk about all the new books coming out in May of 2022. Not all the books. I'm sure there are many that I'm missing. As I always say in these videos, if there's something I missed, if you're excited about a book coming out in May, put it in the comments down below. Let us all know. We'll chat about it. But I have a good many that have caught my eye, so we'll get right into it. Hey y'all, Editing Aimee here. Just wanted to let y'all know the pictures of the books that you'll be seeing are not edited because iMovie would not let me edit them, or they was taking away my edits. I edit those photos. I take pictures of books on my phone and I edit them in my iPhotos, and then I move them over to iMovie to be put in the video. But iMovie is reverting them back to their original picture before I edited them. So I can't figure out how not for that to happen. I think there's a bug with iMovie maybe, because we did just have an update, but I'm not positive. It could just be my computer. I don't know. So until I figure it out, or until we have another update, the pictures are gonna look, it's gonna be a picture of my phone taking a picture of the book. So I apologize, but I just wanted to let y'all know what was happening, since the pictures are gonna look weird. But there's no way I can fix it, and I really want to get this video up for y'all, so my apologies in advance. But enjoy the video. Before we get started with May though, I have one that I missed in April that I have to tell y'all about, and it is The Spooky Life. This is by S.E. Harmon. This is the fourth book in the Spectral Files. I've read the first 3 books. I didn't know there was going to be a 4th book, so I'm super excited about it. It's already out. It came out on April 18th. Don't want to talk too much about it if you have not read the series yet, but in a nutshell, this is about a detective. His name is Rain Christensen. He is able to speak to the dead. So he solves a lot of cold cases, or cases that the regular detectives, regular police can't find any information on because their victim or their witness is dead. But if Rain can find them, he can probably solve the case. It's a really fun series. It's got a little bit of a spooky vibe to it, but yet it's it's more on the humorous side than super spooky side. I've really enjoyed the first 3 books. The first one, of course, is my favorite. But I have not read the 4th one yet, because I just realized that there is a 4th one. So there it is. So we'll start at the beginning of the month. This will be a mixture of mystery, thriller, and male romances, because those are my top favorite reads. So the first one we're going to talk about, it releases on May 3rd. This is Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. E. Lockhart also wrote We Were Liars, which I have not read. It's on my TBR shelf back there. I have not read it yet, so I need to get on top of that. But this is the prequel to that book. I'll just read a little bit off the blurb. It says, the prequel to We Were Liars takes readers back to the story of another summer, another generation, and the secrets that will haunt them for decades to come. That's all I want to know. Like I said, I haven't read We Were Liars, so I would like to read that one before I jump into the prequel, but it comes out on May 3rd. For those of you that have been waiting for it, it's almost here. Also releasing on May 3rd, this is I Kissed Shara Wheeler. This is by Casey McQuestion. This one sounds really good. I was a little skeptical about One Last Stop. Even when I read the synopsis, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And it really wasn't. I mean, it was okay, but you know, it really didn't grab me like Red, White, and Royal Blue. But this one sounds intriguing. I feel like it has a little bit of a mystery aspect to it. So let's see if we can read a little bit of the blurb and not give too much away. It says, a YA romantic comedy about chasing down what you want only to find what you need. Chloe Green is so close to winning. Her only rival is Shara Wheeler. A month before graduation, Shara, I could be saying it wrong, kisses Chloe and then vanishes. On a furious hunt for answers, Chloe discovers she's not the only one Shara has kissed. We're just gonna leave it like that. So she goes around basically kissing these people and then she disappears. So yeah, a little bit of a mystery there. I'm intrigued, so we'll probably be checking it out, or I'll be checking it out. Okay, next up we have a horror. The cover of this book really got to me, and then I started reading a little bit of the synopsis and I was like, I might have to check this out. So this is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. It says, a wildly intensive spin on the classic horror story. A creepy and warm-hearted mystery about a woman working as a nanny for a young boy with strange and disturbing secrets. So that's all we're gonna read about it. Stephen King did blurb it. He said he loved it. So I don't know, it just caught my attention. A nanny, a kid that has these weird powers, a little bit on the supernatural type side. I'm here for it. May 10th. This next one also releases on May 10th. I'm not quite sure about it. Let me know in the comments down below if you've heard about it and if you're interested in it. This is My Wife is Missing by DJ Palmer. I have yet to read anything by this author. I do have the New Husband, I think, in my on my TBR shelf, so I really need to read that. It's been on there a really long time. I really liked the cover. I thought it was pretty. It sounded like it was promising. When a woman disappears with her 2 children, one husband will do anything to find them, even confront the secrets of his own past. So that's really all it says. So we're just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, it just kind of caught me, but yet I'm not sure because I've never really read anything by this author, never really heard anybody talk too much about this author. So let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of DJ Palmer's books, and let me know what you thought about them. I skipped a little ahead of myself, so let's jump back to May 6th, where Boyfriend Goals by Riley Hart will be releasing. I didn't read anything about this book, just saw it was by Riley Hart and immediately wrote it down. So I don't know what it's about. Unusual, quirky, different. I've heard it all. I've accepted I'm not for everyone. Maybe not anyone. When I find out I inherited a bookstore and apartment on a small East Coast island, I jump at the chance for a new life. That sounds fun. Turns out I've also inherited a sexy tattooed guy who not only rents the space next to my store for his tattoo parlor, but my apartment too. Did I mention he's really hot and surprisingly sweet? So that was Milo, and then we have Gideon, who says, I wasn't looking for a roommate, but it's not like I can stay at Milo's place while he's banished to a hotel. Our unlikely friendship is instant. According to Milo, we're bestie goals. And if he doesn't wear pants at home, who am I to complain? Milo's not like anyone I've ever known. I like laughing and flirting with him. He's adorably honest, eager, and sexier than he realizes. Now I just have to figure out how to convince him that maybe it's time for an upgrade from bestie to boyfriend goals. Sounds super cute. Alright, back to May 11th. We have another male romance releasing. This is Irresistible Puck Boy. This is the second book in the Puck Boys series by Eden Finley and Saxon James. I have yet to read the first one. It's on my TBR list. We've talked about it before briefly. So yeah, I had to jot this one down. It's releasing on May 11th. The worst part of being in love with my straight best friend is the fact he's too oblivious to see it. Straight best friend, I love it. I love it already. This, of course, is also a sports male romance, hockey sports male romance. So, Irresponsible Puck Boy, book 2, May 11th. Another male romance releasing on May 12th. The cover, it just made me giggle. I love it. It's Not Allowed by Kate Hawthorne. I don't think I've ever read anything from this author, so I'm excited. This looks like it's the first book in a series. The series is called Not Ready for Love. It says Wyatt and Grant are not allowed to want each other. Wyatt is barely 18 and Grant is his dad's best friend. Once again, I'm ready for it. With only 2 months until his first semester of college takes him across the country, Wyatt has little more on his mind than exploring his newfound interest in men. He has a list of things he wants to experience, but he doesn't know where to start. At least not until he finds himself alone with the one man he shouldn't want. Grant knows better than to get involved with his best friend's son, but Wyatt knows how to be persuasive, and he looks like everything Grant has ever wanted when he's on his knees. Not Allowed is part 1 of Grant and Wyatt's story and book 1 in the Not Ready for Love trilogy. It says this 50,000 word story is a cliffhanger, but the completion of the series will bring them their happily ever after. Of course, it always does. But anyway, the cover just made me giggle, and I was like, okay, I have to read this. Okay, now I've said this before in other new release videos because I have yet to read one of Billy Bloom's books. But this is the 3rd book in the First Time series. This is Me Against the QB, so I'm guessing quarterback. This comes out on May 16th. It says, Bodhi thought his homework was done when he graduated from college, but no such luck. His new assignment proved to his dad he can handle clients by babysitting a wild NFL player in the off season. Colby is a handful for any agent, and he can't stay out of the press for all the wrong reasons. Forced to stay in his agent's summer home under the watchful eye of a young innocent ex-hockey player, Colby will seek any and all thrills available, even if that thrill comes in the form of corrupting a certain shy jock. Sounds really fun. I really need to get into this series and read a book by this author because it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, we've talked about this book before. This is Unwanted by Marley Valentine. This is going to be the first in a series called The Lucky Ones. It comes out, I hope, on May 20th. It was supposed to come out, I believe, in like February. When did we talk about this? No. When did we? No. It was last month. Yeah. According to my notes, it says it was supposed to release on April 21st. It never came out. And here we are, May, and it's supposed to come out on the 20th. So here we are again with Unwanted by Marley Valentine. I think this is going to be a very emotional type of read. It says, 2 halves of a whole. Arlo Bishop and I were both unwanted kids brought together by the foster system, dealing with the aftermath of neglect and abandonment. We grew up side by side and found solace in one another. We wanted, we needed, we loved desperately, but somewhere along the way, Arlo wanted and needed and loved drugs more. So I did the only thing I could and broke my own heart to save his. Now, 4 years later, I'm back in LA and face to face with my past. Not only does the pain and hurt of our mistakes linger between us, but so do our feelings. So this looks like it's going to be a very emotional second chance type read. But I've only read one other book by Marley Valentine and I loved it, so I had put this one on my list. So hopefully May 20th is the day. On May 21st, we get another Merman book by Aramis Jordan. This is Courting the Berman. This is book 4 in the Cursed Merman series. I love these covers. They're so fun and colorful. I'm already into the series. I really loved the first 2 books. The third one, I liked it, but some parts got a little much for me, but I'm going to continue with the series. So like I said, this is the 4th book. A sinfully rich merchant, a merman with a dark past. Louis is Puerto Rico's richest merchant and a known seducer of women. Yet, when his ship is drawn in by a gorgeous merman, Louis is confronted with an attraction he cannot fight. Merman's age should be careful with the older, wealthy man he's lured in. He knows all too well how fragile human health is. When caution is thrown overboard in the heat of the moment, the consequences are devastating. How can Zaid love when his love is deadly? So we get, in the first book, we get to meet all the all the mermen, and then all the, I guess, the sailors on the ship that the mermen have lured in. And as we progress throughout the series, each book gives us each merman's story. So this is Zaid and Lewis's story. I'm gonna have to move. I'm getting I'm getting sunlight bars on my face, but yeah, I'm excited about this one. I've always been curious about the Lewis and Zaid story because it's been mentioned in a couple of the book, and it is more on the deadlier, dangerous side of the merman and what they can do to humans and how much pleasure they can give, deadly pleasure. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. May 21st. This is another one that I'm not sure if it's going to be released in May. It says May 24th. This is Wicked Flame. Sorry, Wicked Heat was the first book. This is the second book in the Chicago Heat series written by Ella Frank. I have not read the first one, which is Wicked Heat, like I said. This was Wicked Flame. No, this is the cover that we get, but I don't think this is going to be the actual cover. It doesn't say cover coming soon. It doesn't really have a blurb. It just says Book 2 of 2, Ryan Kerrigan and Jameson Clark's story. So that's all we have. It says May 24th. That could change. I'll keep you posted. But yeah. This next one was supposed to be released back in February, I believe. We talked about it. It didn't have a cover at the time. I showed you like an Instagram picture. This is Want by Ellis James, aka Ella James, who wrote Wrath, my all-time favorite male romance of 2021. Now we have a cover, beautiful cover, and it says it's releasing on May 27. Every desire has a price. I don't think we had a blurb either. I'm willing to pay with everything I have, but even then it might not be enough. Our story starts the way all good ones do, with a fight. My right hook and his split eyebrow. So I was gonna say elbow. My bruised knuckles and his growled curses. The setting, my private box at the New York City Ballet. Opening night. He's May, I'm December. And we were impossible from the moment we met. He's just beginning his life, the new prince of ballet, an orphan turned star, while I'm in the prime of mine. I'm a United States Senator, the heir to Ashford Holdings, but I'm no one, not really, not until him. Want is an emotional, forbidden, age gap, male-male romance. Okay, I think I read this somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. But I think this is our older character in the Want story is the father. I'm pretty sure he's Vance's father from the On My Knees duet. Or, well, it's not duet. It ended up being a series or trilogy by Ella James, or Ellis James. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. This is Vance's father's story. I could be wrong. I feel like I read that somewhere. Or if you know what I'm talking about, maybe it's another series I'm thinking about. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking very forward to this book. I'm not sure what this is. May 27th. Did I say that? Okay, this is a debut author. This is The Favor by Nora Murphy. First of all, the cover, the color is beautiful. This, like I said, this is a debut author. It says it's releasing on May 31st, so at the end of the month. This is a domestic suspense novel, is what it says. The Favor explores with compassion and depth what can happen when women push to the limit, take matters into their own hands. I don't want to read too much into it. I ran across it, like I said, the cover was beautiful. It drew me in, and I kind of started skipping through the synopsis a little bit from what I gathered. Yeah, it's about like two women parallel to each other. I don't know, it sounded really good, so we're gonna check it out on May 31st. All right, that's all I have written down, but as always, I know there's more out there that I've either looked over, I missed. I try to write all these down as I see them pop up, or I'll Google new releases, but you know, as always, there's more books out there that I'm sure you're excited about. Let me know in the comments down below what those books are. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, hope y'all are all doing great out there, staying safe. Hugs from me all around y'all, and I'll see you very soon in a new video. Bye y'all.